Commissioner Clemente, Commissioner Basham, Commissioner Scott, Chair Clark Coleman.
Here,
You have a quorum present.
thank you. Next item,
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none.
C, approval of the June 7th, 2023 meeting minutes.
Can I have a motion? Been properly moved by Commissioner Scott, supported by Commissioner Basham. Are there questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the motion carries. Next item, Madam Clerk.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Okay,
Item 1, under new business, requesting commission approval of a 3-year professional services contract with a 2-year option to renew with education, training, research services.
okay. Ebony, you're here?
Good morning.
Good
Through the
morning.
chair, Ebony McCann, Health, Human Veteran Services, Adult Community Corrections Administrator. The department is requesting permission to enter into a 3-year professional services agreement with ETRS, Education, Training, Research Services, for the provision of jail-based and community domestic violence treatment for individuals who've been sentenced by a judge at Third Circuit Court.
Okay. Okay, 3-year contract. Are there any questions on this item? Who bids received? Response to 180 direct solicitations. And this went to the highest bidder, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Any? It says as the highest bidder, highest score.
Highest score.
Highest score. I'm sorry, the highest score. Okay. All right. Here, any questions or concerns on this? Hearing none, can I have a motion? Properly moved by Commissioner Scott, supported by Commissioner Basham. Please vote.
Actually, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Call the, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Kinlock.
Yes.
Commissioner Clemente. Commissioner Basham. Commissioner Scott. Chair Clark Coleman.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, next item.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of retroactive amendment 1 to a reinstatement of a 3-year lease agreement with the 1-year option to renew with Clinton Building Property LLC.
Ebony McCann again, Health, Human Veteran Services, Adult Community Corrections Administrator. The department is requesting commission approval of a retroactive amendment to a 3-year lease agreement with 1 option to renew between the Charter County of Wayne and Clinton Building Property. The retroactiveness is as a result of the initial contract negotiations were in progress, and as a result, they were abruptly halted because the individual that was representing the county separated employment. And so we had to restart contract negotiations. During those additional discussions, it was then determined that the owner of the building was not in good standing with Laura. They did not have a valid FEP on file. And so before we could proceed with presenting or submitting the information to commission, we needed to make sure that they were in current good standing with Laura, which they are, and they do have an FEP on file. And so for those reasons, in addition to some discussion with commission counsel and corporation counsel, the contract was returned to draft and it's now presented to you for an amendment approval.
Commissioner Basham.
I'd just like to thank you for answering my question before I ask it.
No problem, Commissioner.
It's been properly moved by Commissioner Kinlock, supported by Commissioner Scott. Are there questions on the motion? Hearing none, would you, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Kinlock, Commissioner Clemente, Commissioner Basham, Commissioner Scott,
Yeah.
Chair Clark Coleman,
Yes.
motion carried.
Absolutely, yes. All right, Commissioner Basham.
Oh, you're gonna get a big star when you.
I
go
know.
back to office.
Thank you.
Okay, next item.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before
I've
the
not been
committee.
informed of any.
Public comments.
Okay. I don't know, are we able to, is Zoom open?
Yes.
It is open,
Yes.
okay. All right, so, if there, have you opened the lines?
Yes.
Okay, so if, this is now time for public comments, so if you're on Zoom or on the phone and you have a comment this time, please, proceed. Is there anyone who would like to make a comment via Zoom or email or even here in our chamber? If you like to do that, please make it now. Last call for public comment. Okay, public comment is now over.